Hi guys, my name is Nate, here with HL Basin Space Program. Today, we're going to be discussing with y'all our trip to Mars and why we're even doing that. And to hear about that, we're going to be switching over to J Money Jake, our program director.
You may be asking why we should even bother with Mars. Do the benefits outweigh the costs and risks associated with colonizing Mars? The answer is yes. If it weren't, we wouldn't be here talking to you. One benefit of Mars would be to overcome Earth's carrying capacity.
Simply put, a carrying capacity is how many humans the Earth can hold while meeting their basic needs. Earth's carrying capacity is estimated at 10 billion. While we are currently at 8 billion, the UN projects the population will increase by 2 billion in the next 30 years, and could further increase to 11 billion in 2100.
Obviously, this would be bad, hence why we need to travel to Mars. Colonizing Mars would provide us another planet to live on, hence increasing humans' overall capacity for life. Once stable travel and colonies are set up, people can live on Mars as well.
Go.
Another reason we should colonize Mars is so we can use it as a launch-off point to travel further into space. Mars itself doesn't have many valuable materials, but the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter is very rich in valuable metals. Achondrite asteroids contain metals. One football field-sized achondrite asteroid could contain as much as $50 billion of platinum in it. Other asteroids, called chondrite asteroids, contain water, which could assist in the survival of travelers.
Thanks, Jake. That was so informative. Now, we're going to be switching over to our head science director, Parker.
So how are we going to get to Mars? First, we need a spaceship.
Somebody order a spaceship?
Action.
Great, but that ship is useless unless we know what to do with it. So you see here, that's the sun. That's going to be the sun. Now we have the Earth right here, and then we have Mars. So in order to get there, we need to find a way where they're the closest. So at the closest point, it's about 54.6 million kilometers. And so you can't just go from here to here. The planets aren't stationary. They're going around in orbit. And so in order to time correctly, you have to wait till Mars is right there. And so by the time it gets up here, the spaceship gets over here. Because it really sucks if you're just drifting off into space, because Mars is all the way over here at this point.
Was that Mars?
Go.
So now that we know the timing, we just got to figure out how to get there. So first of all, getting off of Earth is going to require the most fuel because you're trying to escape the Earth's atmosphere. And so once you get out there, we're just going to sit out there and orbit for a little bit, and we're going to have a fuel tank up there so it's able to refuel. And once you're done refueling, you rotate around Earth, and you're able to slingshot out of orbit. Makes it a little easier to get to Mars.
Go.
Hooray, we made it to Mars. But first, we just have a speeded rocket it's gonna crash into Mars. So, you're getting into the atmosphere, you got the ship right here, it's burning up because it's going super fast entering the atmosphere. You have to have it start to slowly turn so that it's able to flip around and face this way. It's going to continue to accelerate this way, but at the same time it's decelerating because the boosters are shooting it away from Mars, allowing it to make a safe landing.
All right, now we've made it to Mars. What do we do? So, unfortunately, since it's Mars in its early stages, we have no breathable atmosphere, extremely cold surface temperatures, and a lot of radiation. But luckily, with our spacesuits and the spaceship that we sent over here, we prepared for that. So, we're landing our spaceship as close to the equator as possible. There, the cold temperatures will be as medial as possible and maybe even survivable without the suit. Next, our astronauts are going to be living mainly out of the spaceship they arrived in for the first couple months, due to the fact that the surface radiation is very heavy. We sent over 6 months in advance because it takes so long to get materials from Earth to Mars, enough resources for them to survive long enough to build their first form of a habitat. Oh man, I just ran out of food. Better call Earth for some more. 6 months! Man, it sure is cold on Mars at night. Probably shouldn't be out here right now.